The Weedsman Podcast. ChristopherMedia.net.
Summer equals adrenaline-pumping adventures at PA's biggest outdoor water park, Camel Beach. Located in the beautiful Pocono Mountains with 37 rides and slides. Check out High Noon Typhoon, our biggest water slide ever. Plus, experience a taste of Camelback Mountain adventures at the Adventure Zone, located inside the water park. Just 90 minutes from NYC. Buy your tickets online. Purchase the 4-4 Fun Special and save up to $40. Visit CamelbackResort.com.
Want to hear something amazing? Oh, and feel free to tell your friends too. So, Kohl's, they're having a huge sale on summer stuff. And if you live for sunny days like I do, you need to check it out. I got 40% off a new patio set, Food Network grilling essentials for 20% off, and 50% off those yard games my kids won't stop talking about. Best part? I got an extra $10 off and some Kohl's cash. It almost makes being cooped up all winter worth it. Almost. Select styles, 10 off 25, offer valid May 27th through 31st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Anyone can be ready for back to school, but with Staples Connect, you can be more than ready. Like, I got everything from my classroom and saved a ton ready. We've got more backpacks, more pens, and more supplies than you ever thought possible. So, double knot your shoes, gas up the minivan, and smear war paint on your face. Staples has everything you need and more for the new school year. Let's do this. Just visit your nearest Staples store or go to staplesconnect.com for inspiration.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Oh, a little weed, you know.
It's the Weedsman Podcast Nugget.
Zippity what?
Ready to drop the bass? Let's drop the bass.
Whoop-de-doo. What does it all mean?
All the random stuff that didn't fit in Friday's show you'll find here.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, man. You got a joint?
Got a little bit of refried smell on your boy?
What that mean?
Please, just give me my weed, all right?
Do you know that Jerry Seinfeld is... This sounds like a joke. This is in the Hollywood Reporter. Jerry Seinfeld to star in Netflix comedy about Pop-Tarts entitled Unfrosted.
I mean, that sounds very Seinfeldian.
Apparently, he has a bit on Pop-Tarts. In 22, this is a recent bit in Pop-Tarts? Come on. I think Paula Poundstone pretty much did the Pop-Tarts bit.
I thought Pop-Tarts were fair game. I mean,
fair game.
You know, I didn't think anyone had a claim on a Pop-Tart bit.
No, I'm just saying, like, once you do it, like, I don't know how anybody tops Paula Poundstone's bit on eating Pop-Tarts.
I haven't heard any comedy from her since, like, the 90s.
Oh, well, then you don't listen to public radio.
No, I do not.
Yeah. She's got a podcast, too. I listened to a little bit of it. I don't know if that wouldn't be a regular listen for me, but I find her really funny. I've always found her funny. She's on Wait, Don't Tell Me quite often, which is a panel quiz show they do on NPR.
Did she ever get into? Remember that it was right around 9/11. So I mean. It vanished into the wind. But remember, she was in, like, a bunch of trouble with shit with kids. And then, like, 9/11 happened, and then it went away. Like, it was, like, endangerment or abuse or something. Like, she had a bunch of adopted kids. And, like, there was a court case.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I remember hearing about it, reading some about it. I can't say I followed it super closely. But it kind of reeked of, I think people just had some people had a problem with, a lesbian raising a bunch of kids.
I seem to remember it was something like, it was a trumped up charge, but it was something like she drove, like, drunk with the kids in the car or something like that.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, somebody was kind of out for her, and like the slightest misstep, and yeah, they tried to throw the book at her.
And the only reason I really remember it was because it was in the news cycle along with Gary Condit and a couple other things that.
Right. What was crazy about it at the time was all I ever really remember hearing was child abuse, child abuse, child abuse, and like your mind immediately goes to like. Really one of three things: beating the crap out of them, locking them in a cellar, or sexually molesting them.
Yeah.
When you just throw the blanket, child abuse, I think if it's anything less than that, you got to be a little bit more descriptive in your headlines. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. I'm on October 2001. This is according to the Wikipedia. Poundstone was charged with felony child endangerment in connection with driving while intoxicated with her children in the car. She was also charged with 3 counts of lewd acts upon a girl younger than 14.
Yeah, well, see? That gets buried under the drinking, and they just... And just what, 9/11 dwarfed it? She just kind of got to quietly do her punishment, and... I mean, was she convicted?
But no, so she pled not guilty, but then later took a deal to plead no contest to 1 count of felony child endangerment and was sentenced to probation and 6 months of rehab. So, I don't know, like 3 counts of lewd acts upon a girl, it sounds rather serious, but then the plea that she ends up taking is just on child endangerment.
I mean, please never look good.
I don't know. She made jokes about her cats and eating Pop-Tarts. She was like the stand-up version of Kathy. The fuck do I care about her personal life anyway?
And she was doing the single lady comedy before she could say she was gay. She was just doing single lady comedy.
But she never did any of that, like, the dating's hard and like
chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Ack.
Like she didn't do. She never really talked about her sexuality at all in her stand up. She didn't talk about being. I think she's a lesbian. I don't know, but she didn't talk about guys or girls. It just like didn't talk. She was considered asexual. I think. Well, definitely wore a lot of suits. Like she didn't dress feminine either.
Oh, for sure, but she didn't fake being gay. Like Ellen did the first few years we knew her. Like, remember,
Wait, but Ellen is gay.
No, I'm saying she didn't fake being straight. Pardon me.
Fake being straight. Oh yeah, no, she wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't faking anything that I remember.
Like I remember seeing that Ellen movie, Mr. Wrong, in the theater, and I wasn't buying it. And I was like 15. Like, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like when Elton John got married, and I was like 8, and I was like, I'm not buying this.
But that's the thing, like I can't fucking judge. I don't know anything. I have I feel like I have gaydar, like you're describing, like, watching Ellen before she came out, and you're like, like, yeah, I'm with you on that. But I don't know. I ran into somebody that I hadn't seen in like 2 decades over the weekend. And I had known this person through their friend that I had dated. And I remember him saying, yeah, everyone thought it was weird that you and I won't say her name. We'll call her Barb. Everyone thought it was weird that you and Barb were together because everyone thought that you were gay. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. And that was one thing. Like, that was somebody who's known me all the way back since I was, a raver dressing in questionable clothes, maybe a crop top here and there, definitely crap in my hair from time to time. Like, not exactly the straightest dude.
You weren't helping to dispel
right, yeah.
this talk.
Right. So that's one thing. I go out the next night to a party where I know absolutely nobody, and I'm just hanging out in the corner smoking in the patio area, and a dude comes up to me and starts chatting me up, and he's talking about all the chicks here, and he's looking to score, and there's a lot of great chicks. He's like, yeah, but you're gay, right? I'm like, dude, you've known me for like 30 seconds. What the fuck? So there's just no way I can fight it. There's just no way. But so how can I judge who looks gay and is gay, or acts gay in a certain, like, I have no idea.
I wasn't saying I was like little and was like, that guy's gay. It was just there was
No, I know what you mean. You were
I wasn't-
buying that she was into that dude.
Yeah. Or even like when I'd see like old, VH1, seeing like old Queen videos or like I said, or Elton John videos. Like, yeah, no. I mean, I remember reading a Queen biography of saying he's bisexual. I'm like, is he? Like, how can you see the video for We Are the Champions? He is in a unitard. He is in a unitard.
What? Why does wearing a unitard like define you sexually?
Have you seen him in the video?
Oh yeah, he looks pretty gay.
Or the video for Crazy Little Thing Called Love, when he's trying to butch himself up in a leather jacket. I'm like, no. There was something in me that knew, like, not buying this. Didn't know why I wasn't buying it. I just knew I wasn't buying it. Like Elton John in the Donald Duck outfit, buying that a lot more than his marriage.
I
should say his '80s marriage, the one he had to a woman.
Oh, okay. Who was he married to?
I don't know. It was some beard, just like Freddie Mercury was. I think they might have got married around the same time.
Freddie Mercury had a beard?
What was it? Her name was Jane something. They were married for a minute, and then they got divorced.
Nice gig, I bet.
It's the chick he left all his money. When he died, it's the chick he left everything to.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks for being my beard. Here's all my stuff now that I'm dead.
I don't know. I should just give into it. Really? How 45 years old, divorced, 2 kids, and I look and sound gay? I mean, how the fuck am I supposed to meet anybody? I need to start sucking dick now so I can like build. I'm gonna need to build up a tolerance. You know?
Get the first one out of the way. It's the hardest.
Yes, that's right. The first one will stick with you. After that, it's just all a blur.
Yes. Not sure that's how being gay works. You're not in prison.
Why you should be eating mango while smoking weed at the same time?
I'm listening.
Do you like mango?
Yes.
Mango. How do you eat your mango?
You cut it up. You put a little salt on it.
Oh, yeah. So, describe to me your slicing technique. Then, do you remove the skin first?
Truth be told, my ex-wife used to cut it up.
There you go.
But I think it was reminiscent of like how you would cut up a cantaloupe, from what I remember.
Yeah, well, because it's got such a huge pit in the center of it, and it's very fibrous. And there's not a clear demarcation of like pit to fruit, so you gotta like carve a lot of stringy shit away to get that pit out of there. I like to leave the skin on, and you make 2 cuts around the pit because the pit's kind of flat, and then you kind of have these 2 halves with the fruit in them, and then you take the knife and you about every inch make a cut across in the one way and then the other direction, and then you can just kind of pop the thing inside out, and you've got all this fruit on there, still stuck to the skin, but you can just peel it off or just eat it right off of there.
And you should eat it while smoking weed?
Apparently.
Why is that?
According to Green Entrepreneur, they said stoners have long been told that eating a mango can increase the potency of a THC high. That was absolute news to me. So this was a long-held belief. It was a well-guarded secret. Have you had any? I've had people tell me, if I was like taking acid or something like that.
Was it drink orange juice?
Some vitamin C would, give you a little boost. But I've never really heard that for cannabis.
So what you're saying is we should all be shooting mango juice while smoking weed?
Both mangoes and cannabis contain myrcene, a common terpene known for its peppery, hoppy scent and flavor. In popular culture, cannabis strains high in myrcene have been reported to produce couch lock or sedation.
So you're indicas.
I would assume so, yeah. So if they're both So it's just going to give you an extra little kick. Strains high in myrcene are reported to be more sedate and relaxing. So it's possible that doubling down via mangoes during your next smoke sesh might result in a more powerful, relaxing effect. This guy actually tried it out. I mean, how do you tell?
Right?
I don't know. I'm going to jump straight to its conclusion here. Obviously, results were varied for everyone, but I was surprised to find out just how much a full stomach can alter my edible high. Mango or no mango, it was a helpful reminder that consuming weed is an ongoing conversation.
Oh,
what? I don't know.
Sounds like we skipped over a lot. What, did he have a full stomach and didn't get high? Or did he have an empty stomach and got super high?
He's saying that, just having a full stomach improved his experience of being high. Well, no shit.
Well, yeah. Having a full stomach improves any experience.
Right. That's like, hey, you know what would make your joint better? A blowjob. Blowjobs are great. Joints are great. Put them together.
Yeah. And how much mango did he eat?
He said, after eating a large pasta dinner, this deep detail will be important. No. It's Chekhov's spaghetti. You can't show a plate of spaghetti in the first act without consuming it by the fourth. I ate my whole mango and gummy for dessert. I assumed I would digest the edibles cannabinoids at the same time I digested the mango's terpenes, resulting in a double whammy of relaxation. He says he watched 3 episodes of Legendary. I don't know how long that show is. What's Legendary? Are you aware?
No idea.
That sounds like it would be a 1-hour drama. But even if it's a half-hour comedy...
Sounds like it's canceled already, whatever it is.
He said 2 episodes went by, nothing. By the end of the third, hour-long episode, I was actually starting to feel a little energized. Like I could clean out my closet or something. That doesn't sound like it gave you the desired effect. I was settling in bed thinking the results were definitive. Mangoes don't do shit for your high. Apparently neither do, like you didn't even get high off the gummies that you ate.
Oh, God.
Right? So he tried a different approach. Later he said, I would eat 2 or 3 whole mangoes and start my experiment early in the day to see whether it took a while longer for the effects to kick in.
By the way, you want to know what Legendary is?
What's Legendary?
Legendary is an American voguing reality competition streaming television series exploring the world of ball culture. It premiered on HBO Max on May 27, 2020. The series follows LGBT house members, predominantly from 8 houses, as they navigate through 9 balls, parentheses, dancing, voguing, walking events.
Oh. Okay.
Vogue, like Madonna voguing.
No, I get you. But it's described as ball culture?
Right? I mean, especially if you're going to involve LGBT. I mean, we can't... nobody said anything? Nobody stood up and went, hey, maybe ball culture, not the best name?
Ball culture sounds like what your doctor would take.
Exactly, right?
When you had a venereal disease.
You got to do that ball culture.
You got to get a ball culture.
Your testicles should not be green, sir.
You got some fromunda.
We need a ball culture. Stat. Probably a few of those guys on that show may have needed a ball culture at some point.
Well, you do that tuck thing. You're sticking your whole sack up into your asshole. Tell me you're not getting a rash every once in a while.
Then you have to get an ass culture. It's different from a ball culture. Right,
I'm not familiar with gay culture code.
This dude's taste in TV is highly suspect. So did the mango ever work for him?
I don't think that. Why? Wait, what's suspect about it? That's reasonable.
I mean, even for a gay TV show, that sounds awful. I mean, I'll watch Queer Eye all day long, but even for a gay TV show, that sounds pretty gay.
I don't know. I'm confused by his results. He's all over the place. He's making smoothies. This guy is like,
dude, did you get higher? Answer the question you proposed at the beginning of your article.
Yeah, he says that he was definitely high, but he the way he describes it, it felt like he wasn't all that high.
I mean, so we know he's gay and a terrible writer. I'm going to get a thing of mango juice the next time for the next show and do an experiment, see what happens. See if while I'm
mango juice, all right,
hitting my vape and drinking some mango juice, if we just have to stop the show 30 minutes in because we're both stupid and high, which I doubt would happen. But
oh no, I doubt there's a combination that could completely take us out. Might slow us down a little bit,
right? And you would think with, 20% of the country being recreational, a majority of it being medical, like this would be known by now. And like you would just see stoners constantly walking around with bottles of mango juice.
Yeah, that's news to me.
The Weedsman Podcast. ChristopherMedia.net.
Summer equals adrenaline-pumping adventures at PA's biggest outdoor water park, Camel Beach. Located in the beautiful Pocono Mountains with 37 rides and slides. Check out High Noon Typhoon, our biggest water slide ever. Plus, experience a taste of Camelback Mountain adventures at the Adventure Zone, located inside the water park. Just 90 minutes from NYC. Buy your tickets online. Purchase the 4-4 Fun Special and save up to $40. Visit CamelbackResort.com.
When I hear something amazing, and feel free to tell your friends too. So Kohl's, they're having a huge sale on summer stuff. And if you live for sunny days like I do, you need to check it out. I got 40% off a new patio set, Food Network grilling essentials for 20% off, and 50% off those yard games my kids won't stop talking about. Best part? I got an extra $10 off and some Kohl's cash. It almost makes being cooped up all winter worth it. Almost. Select styles, 10 off 25, offer valid May 27th through 31st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Peacock is streaming your favorite shows, movies, live sports, breaking news, exclusive originals, and every live WWE pay-per-view. It's The Office, Chris Lee Knows Best, and Peacock original shows like Punky Brewster. Peacock, watch for free, upgrade for more. Stream now at peacocktv.com.
ChristopherMedia.net. The Weedsman Podcast.
50 chili dogs in 22 minutes.
Man, I just have indigestion reading that headline.
Woman shatters eating records across Michigan. I sent you the article so that you could take a look at the woman. Not a big woman. Well, I don't know. She might be really tall. But it's not like she's...
We can't see her from the waist down. Just saying.
Well, no, there's actually one of her standing, presenting what looks to be, that's a 7-pound burrito. And, yeah, she does not look like her body has any fat on her.
Oh, wow.
She looks like a female Iggy Pop, is what she looks. She looks like jerky.
Yeah, she's a very butch-looking woman.
I don't think that her body knows how to absorb fat.
Yeah, looking at these other pictures, she looks like she's just skinny. Maybe she's got like a disease. And she uses it to advantage. No, like a crazy
cheating,
like a hypermetabolism disease or something.
Right.
God damn.
Competitive eater traveled across Michigan this week, wolfing down massive meals and smashing records at local restaurants in Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, a huge cheeseburger in Warren. He's 41 years old. Molly Schuyler.
I mean, why? Why would you eat? I mean, did you ever watch the show Man vs. Food?
No, but I'm familiar enough. Yeah.
You ever seen that dude lately? He's huge.
Is he? No shit.
I just saw a video of him. Well, he had to quit doing the show. They had to get another host, and it would shocking. It was for health reasons.
Right. He couldn't insure his heart.
Yeah. I like chili dogs. 50 of them.
I can't imagine I would like chili dogs after that.
I like burritos, but a 7-pound one, I'd maybe get through like 1.5 pounds of that bitch.
She didn't say she was going to try to beat the record. She said that she was going to beat the record. There's no doubt in her mind.
Yeah, it's all about mindset.
She devoured 20 chili dogs, ordered 24 more, and after polishing those off, she asked for an additional 6.
Oh, that's just showing off. You can't possibly be hungry. You just ate 50 chili dogs.
I think so. What the previous record was 43.5 chili dogs. So she wanted to make sure that she beat it with the 44, But then, she went for the extra 6 to make sure that nobody was going to,
she wanted
come in on her tail and try and take her title from her.
She wanted that 10-dog buffer.
Yeah, well, 6-dog buffer, but yes.
Oh, no, gotcha.
Wasn't that a band in the 70s?
Gotcha. She
6-dog buffer.
Right. You're right. Yeah, she went for the even 50.
Mm-hmm. That too. She's probably OCD.
Right. No, I can't eat a non-even number.
Yeah.
Give me 6 more.
It probably wasn't so much that she wanted to break the record. She was just mad that the record was 43 and a half. She's like, what the fuck kind of number is that? Who stops at 43 and a half?
Yeah.
44 would be a good number.
Which I would call that person a quitter. Like a half, get that other dog in there.
Yeah.
Dip it in water, let's go. It's like quitting in mile 25 of a marathon.
Yeah. And honestly, 44 sounds a lot better than 43 and a half.
Yeah.
She was going very quickly without any problem doing it. It was obvious that it wasn't hard for us, according to Vanneman, the general manager at the corner bar where she consumed all 50 of these hot dogs.
You know, with competitive eaters,
chili dogs,
I've always wondered, what's the next day like? In every way. Like, what's the shit like? What is your stomach like? What is are you vomiting up bile all day? Like, how does this work the next day?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they never talk. They always talk about it like it's no big deal.
You always hear about the guy who on the 4th of July.
Of
you don't hear about him on the 5th of July. The guy who eats 150 hot dogs on the 4th. You never hear about. Is he in the do they end up in the hospital for gastrointestinal distress? Like.
I think we would hear about it if that were the case.
Like, do you take 9 shits the next day? I'm curious.
I don't know. I was watching a Penn and Teller special the other day where they're traveling all over the world, and I watched a guy in India eat glass.
Ugh.
No, I think that guy was in Cairo. And it wasn't even an act. They were at like a magic cafe, and they were all like, the musicians got up and performed, and Penn and Teller got up and performed their trick. And then the waiter he picks up a glass and starts eating it. He eats that and then starts gnawing on a brick.
Yeah, but did you say this was a bunch of musicians? Maybe this was this guy's tricks.
Magicians.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, but there's still, there is a trick to glass eating, but part of it is that you're chewing up glass. Like, there's not a whole lot to it. The trick to glass eating is how not to get cut.
I was just saying, like, if you truly ate glass, your mouth would get all cut up.
No, they're really doing it. They're just not. They're not getting cut. I don't know if they're actually digesting.
Would that be a trick or a skill?
I think it's more of a skill.
Yeah.
It's more of a freak show thing. Like, it's literally more of, stabbing needles through the arms, walking on hot coals. Like, yeah, there's tricks to, not bleed to death, not die, not burn your feet off.
A trick is what's behind your ear.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're not really tricks. They're more, you're right. They're more like tips.
Yeah.
Like, here's how not to die doing this. Are Michigan drivers some of the rudest drivers in America? I don't have to read this article.
Yes.
I can just say yes. Well, you've driven in more places than I have. You've driven in enough other states.
No one's...
How do they rank?
No one's ever going to beat New York.
Kind of their own breed, though, right?
New York, it's a whole different style of driving. Like, that you just have to learn, or you just take the subway. Because you'll just... If you try to drive normal in New York City, like you've been taught how to drive, forget it. People say defensive driving. In New York City, they do offensive driving. New York City is what taught me, like, all you need to merge is to be able to see the car in your side view. Fuck, that means there's enough room. Just go. That's how you change lanes in New York traffic, or you don't change lanes. You learn how to never slow down and merge. It was a whole new level of driving that I do not miss, and I hope I never have to do again. But no, Michigan drivers are just dicks.
Well, speaking of New York, though, Malcolm Gladwell was on Neil deGrasse Tyson's podcast recently, and they were talking about automated cars. And Malcolm Gladwell said that he said, just imagine if New York was 100% AI-driven vehicles, and those vehicles are 100% effective in not hitting pedestrians. How do those cars move? How do they go anywhere in New York?
Yeah.
Like, people would just be in the streets. Like, I don't have to worry about these cars. They're not allowed to hit me. You know, everyone would be Homer teasing the robot at the, what was the place that they went to that was like, it was like Westworld, but it was Itchy and Scratchy.
No, yeah, Itchy and Scratchy Island. Itchy and Scratchy Island.
Yeah, he's it's like Homer teasing the Itchy and Scratchy robot. It's like, they're not allowed to hurt me.
When they told Marge that her son had been arrested and they'd also arrested her older, balder, fatter son.
Yes, that one.
While she was getting shirts made that said best vacation ever.
Yeah, Michigan drivers, they are just fucking assholes. I had my next door neighbor tailgate me the other day. That dumb bitch was like, I recognized her in her fucking stupid loud ass hoopty, and I'm doing exactly the speed limit, and because I don't really fuck around, like, and I'm not in no hurry anyway, and she is not just tailgating me, but like right on my fucking ass, like trying to send me a message, not just aimlessly tailgating like some people do.
Oh, that's when I do 5. That's when I go 5 miles slower.
Yeah,
and then I watch them lose their shit in my rear view.
That's when I pulled over to the shoulder, let her pass me, and then went right behind her.
There you go.
And I was pretty sure it was her, and then when I got behind her, I was like, oh yeah, that's her. Like, I see that bumper sticker every day. Clearly she doesn't recognize my vehicle, though. Or maybe she does, and she's just that much of an asshole. But she, as soon as I got on her ass, she turned off. And I was like, I know you don't live down there, so have fun on your little detour. I'm going to go straight home.
Yeah. Now, yesterday, I'm coming home, or it's just a couple, I don't know. I've been driving to Toledo every day for a week, so it's all blending together.
Yeah.
But I'm getting off of 75 shoots me into 96, 96 shoots me into 94. And and I'm sure you've done that a million times, when 96 shoots you off, I mean, 94 is coming up like there. You have to merge. You got to get over 4 lanes like right now. Yep. And I got my signal on, and there's this guy in the fucking lane next to me. I'm all the way over in the left. He's in like the 3rd lane of 4th. He's 2 lanes over from me. And he just fucking stays with me. And he stays with me. And he said he won't let me fucking get over. And then finally, the exit is coming up. And at this point, I just punch it and get up to like 90, cut over like 4 lanes. Like if a cop sees me, I'm getting pulled over. Right. Like cut over like 4 lanes, doing like 90 to get over. And then I watch this guy just keep going on 96. It's like, you weren't even trying to get on the same freeway as me. You were just being an obstructive dick.
Yeah. No, or the people that will come up behind you in a lane next to you and then hit your blind spot and then stay there.
Yes, I hate that. That's that is driver's training 101. Do not ride in somebody's blind spot.
And people do it like they're aiming for it. They're trying to do it.
The time. And then you fucking go to, it happens to me all the time. I go to merge and then I see them and almost hit them and then they beep at me. And I'm like, you're right in my fucking blind spot, asshole.
Yep.
You can see me. I can't see you. Welcome to driving. Trust me, I am not a great driver. My record shows it. But goddamn, there's just basic fundamentals like that. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, Michigan drivers are assholes. They're the kind of driver that you'll be doing 15 over in the left lane and someone is still on your ass. With, by the way, nobody in all the other lanes. They just want you to get over because you should be going, because you're in the left lane. Fuck you. If 15 over is not enough for you and I'm in the fast lane, pass me on the right.
Yes.
We deserve our high insurance rates. We're a bunch of assholes. And then plus, too, I mean...
Don't get me started on that shit.
Well, I'm saying... And I'm sure you've seen it... What is it? Once every couple of weeks, someone shoots somebody on the freeway here?
Yep.
Like, that should be all the proof we need, too.
There was a 3-year-old that was, like, shot and killed a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
On the freeway. That's why, I don't fuck with people anymore at all. You know.
Except your neighbor who's tailgating you.
When I was younger. Well, that was it. That's a good point. I did specifically fuck with her, but that's because I knew exactly who was on my fucking ass.
I'll tell you, the last time I fucked with somebody, it was my last trip. But the last time I traveled, may or may not have had a couple drinks on the plane, but I was coming up to the first light after picking my car up from the where I parked it, and some fucking asshole speeds around me, cuts me off just to be in front of me at the light, like it was a red light. Yeah,
I love that.
So I fucking rode his ass till he got off the freeway. It was at the Middle Belt in 94 where I got on. I rode his ass till at least Dearborn. Like, and I was fucking like, and I made sure to stay on his ass the whole time. It was if he had his brakes, I'd have hit him. I was that close. But when he finally did get in an exit, and then I finally, dude, he had his window rolled down. He was yelling shit at me as I was passing him. I didn't care. I was just like, fuck you. You cut me off to get in front of me at a light. Fuck you. You are, I don't know you, but I know you're a fucking asshole. You probably beat your wife or your girlfriend. You probably...
It's an indicator, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you are probably just a giant piece of shit overall.
Oh, numerous times on the freeway in Detroit, I've been cut off by somebody that then exits at the next exit, right? Mm-hmm. They're cutting me off all the way on the left lane, just so that at the next exit they can jump over 3 lanes of traffic and jump off.
Yeah. I think what we're getting at is this article is right.
Yeah.
Want to hear something amazing? Oh, and feel free to tell your friends too. So, Kohl's, they're having a huge sale on summer stuff. And if you live for sunny days like I do, you need to check it out. I got 40% off a new patio set, Food Network grilling essentials for 20% off, and 50% off those yard games my kids won't stop talking about. Best part? I got an extra $10 off and some Kohl's cash. It almost makes being cooped up all winter worth it. Almost. Select styles, 10 off 25, offer valid May 27th through 31st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details. Want to hear something amazing? Oh, and feel free to tell your friends too. So, Kohl's, they're having a huge sale on summer stuff. And if you live for sunny days like I do, you need to check it out. I got 40% off a new patio set, Food Network grilling essentials for 20% off, and 50% off those yard games my kids won't stop talking about. Best part? I got an extra $10 off and some Kohl's cash. It almost makes being cooped up all winter worth it. Almost. Select styles, 10 off 25, offer valid May 27th through 31st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Experience gorgeous, lasting, high-quality hair color with Madison Reed. Find your perfect shade at madison-reed.com and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first color kit. Use code RADIO10.
The Weedsman Podcast. ChristopherMedia.net.